Ah, finally! Finally got my computer to go live. Yeah, tell me about it. Hey, good night, Slimer. Jesus, God, what a harrowing experience. I had to go into my stupid settings and dumb down the camera quality even more than it was already dumbed down because the computer can't handle, apparently, this at all on the lowest of settings. Good news is I'm up and running. The bad news is it took so damn long. Now I have to pee. So I will be right back because I have to pee now. It took an hour and a half to get this stupid computer to work. So talk amongst yourselves for a minute, please do. Oh, as I hobble my way to the bathroom. Oh. Jesus. What an overwhelming pain in the ass. Okay. Whoa. This chair is shit. This is the old one. As my new one broke. Okay. What was I doing? The stupidity. That's right. All right, now, what actually was I trying to do? Oh, yeah, where's my board? That's how I keep the bits from getting in my computer. Works for the most part. I need to get the parts out of the out of this thing so I can get the size to go around in this. It was a long day. Long day of nothing. I kind of do it by how hot it gets. I started to figure out Now, see, that's almost right where I need it. I got new sanding bits, but I bought big ones instead of little ones. And I forgot I use a little one quite a bit. And go backwards. Make sanding it later easier. It's not quite there. Yeah, stupid technology. I hope it's going to work tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be on broke nerfing. The button. Oh, Wallcom is on. Well, I can't compete with that. Or is it his latest video? Please be a latest video, because I can't compete with Wallcom. I don't want to compete with Wallcom. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. He was at Ragnarok Oktoberfest with Drac. I might have to watch that video. That had to be interesting. I wonder if he shot him with the deleter. That'd be really interesting. Getting there. Getting there. This webcam is only temporary. Apparently like the other one was. I smashed the other one last night. I'm picking one up today. Or the chief bowel function plays off. Yeah, I can imagine. It wasn't a bad Avatar one. There we go. Nice. Clean fit. There we go. I'm going to make a quick announcement here. I want to try to get more than 2 people watching right now. It's kind of late. Let's see. Photo. Switch. Something fancy like that, huh? Finally got to go live. Wrong button. There we go. Why didn't that do that, you prick? There we go. Now, hit Facebook. There's a lot of crap on Facebook. Just upload the same thing. Photo button. Should figure this out ahead of time. Got YT to work. To work. Share. Sharing is caring. posting is eventually. Okay, now, I like to sand things out. I don't like to put, that's actually, oh, I got tight after it cooled down. Damn near friction fitted on it perfectly. Yeah, I wish I could have been there. There's no way that was going to happen, though. Even if I had, like, the time off, I wouldn't have made it. It's too much money to get up there. I could only get for one of them. And so I'm debating next year, actually. Do I want to go? I'm pretty sure people tried to finger him, though. Unless he got turned. I don't know if he got turned or not. I'm still waiting for some of his... Still waiting for his YouTube videos to come out for Endor. That he made some of those. I was waiting for some of that to come out yet. Yeah, I need something to actually offer people if I'm going to do something like that. I don't want to just do a GoFundMe because, well, I'm kind of a low channel. It take a lot of people, take a few people a lot of money to actually get me to go. This would be quite expensive. I guarantee it. I need something to actually give people with the thing. Yeah. It took me 3 or 4 days to recover from Endor. Well, next year, that's not a bad idea. Austin, that's not bad. I could actually go to Endor. What was I going to say? Hell yeah, Ragnarok Oktoberfest, that was it. I wouldn't mind going to that. I'm trying to see, I'm betting you, since it's probably going to be in Atlanta this year, at least that's what the rumors are having it, that since that's a hub city, a lot of guys are coming down. It's already going to be hard enough trying to get the time off of this job as it is, which I'm kind of biding my time here to get a different one, because the following week they have me scheduled nothing, but they had me open the store on Friday, which turned into a 9 o'clock instead, because I can't open the store because I don't have the training for it, nor do I have the keys. The new store manager came in, and they didn't seem in a big hurry to give me keys to the building. Then they went and scheduled me for a 9 to 5:30 shift. So I'll wait till next week to see, but I get a feeling, since I'm not getting this opening the building stuff, I think they're going to schedule me like those kinds of shifts or closing shifts. So, because I don't really need have the ability to be able to do this, I think they're going to use me as a place filler for the position, which is good because I get paid to do less the work than the position puts in, if that's what's going to happen. But to me, it sucks because somebody else could be taking that actual job. But it gives me time to actually find something. Which right now, unfortunately, see. Oh, you've been having so many problems with the 3D printer, Boomtendo. So many problems. I think I'm just going to super glue these. Super glue is good enough. Not the gel, though. These sides look better than the other ones. No, I didn't hit them with the ring. I know you'll be okay. You're just computery. I remember as soon as you got your thing. I still have your damn thing in a box, man. I have a huge pile of 3D printed stuff I'm supposed to do reviews on. And I haven't done reviews on any of them. He just sat to the side, cursing me and staring at me, making fun of me because I haven't done anything with them. I feel bad about it, because because I haven't done anything with the 3D printed stuff I got from a lot of people. That's a lot of goddamn super glue. I'm trying to glue my fingers to anything. I don't know. Like I said it before on this channel, I want to get my trailer sold, and I want to go to the better part-timing position at my friend's house, where I don't have to pay as much money to live, and I'll be able to grow the channel better because I'll be able to invest time into it, and that would be nice. I think I could actually get something with this. I could actually get the time into it, and that one's the one that has to be up. I'm going to mark that so I don't forget. There's a fold in the P-tag that's ugly looking. Making shit products look amazing. Well, isn't that what Nerf Boy Production does? He makes shit's products look amazing. Didn't he upvote the crap out of the Doinator? Bet you he loved half the blasters I hated. I don't know. Does he even do Nerf anymore? I mean, I can't remember even watching any of his video. No, I still want to meet them dudes. Oh, that's a big booger. Ooh, gross. That's what I'm hoping it's going to be in Atlantic. It's like a city, a port city or whatever. It'd be nice to have people in there. Oh, there we go. Be easy for them guys. Hub city, that's the word. It's a hub city. We still only have 3 people after all this, huh? Well, there's that. There's a dart. That's an immediate fit issue. I knew that stuff was going to have to come out, though. I'll just slide that down in there like that. Kind of wishing... Yeah, see, that's what I kind of feel whenever I shoot somebody with a blaster. Like, you've been shamed because you got shot by me. I mean, if I, man, like, the only thing that's worse is my buddy Matt. He's, like, same body build, like, but, like, twice my height, but, like, easily. And he shows up and nails you. Yeah, you weren't paying attention. Something was seriously wrong with whatever the hell you were trying to do. I put any screws back in this? I don't remember. No. Yep, one in the center. I'm just going to do a very large pile of 3D printed stuff to review, because I have to buy some other things too, and it's going to just include. That's what I figured I was going to do. Because I got parts from other people I just haven't done a stinking review on yet. Hey, Broke Nerfing, we were just trying to talk about you. Maybe this one or not. I don't remember. Yeah, you guys don't know Broke Nerfing and you follow me, you're going to be half excited. But if you follow Broke Nerfing and follow me, you're going to be really excited. Because tomorrow at 5:30 or 5 o'clock, reach Soggy on the West Coast time, I'm going to be on his channel, which makes it over here like 7 o'clock. But like on his channel time in California. California. You're in California? Are you in California? West Coast. Never eat soggy waffles. 5 o'clock on the West Coast. Your Uncle Clowny's going to be on that channel that I aforementioned. And I don't think those bolts are part of this thing. I think I can grind those bolts off of here and get rid of some of that detail. Not that the bolts aren't cool, I just don't like painting them. Because it's a real pain in the ass. More things to paint. Like this. And all these stupid things here and lines. I don't want to put that on yet. Okay. Well, that actually doesn't look so bad. I was worried that barrel was going to hang out way too much. That's a little crooked. There's not much can be done about that. I guess. Kind of a shame. I wonder if I have to spin that. If I spin that, I wonder if that'll make a difference. Well, the barrels don't exactly sit sturdy. Because I can straighten them, but they don't sit. They rattle. Nerfenstein, how you doing? I sub. You should sub. Yeah, I gotta make a thumbnail too. I gotta make a thumbnail too for that. What do you think, Angela? Am I doing okay? Did you see my little skeleton, guys? That I repainted from the dollar store? I got a bunch of these little dudes. I took the hairdryer to them and moved them around. Well, the barrels are a little loose. I don't know if you saw. I posted some pictures on my Instagram of them guys. And then one on Facebook and painted them up. Every one of them was really cool, but the mummies are dumb. I don't like the mummies. I got them for my favorite game in the world. I got them for Hero Quest. I have the board game as a kid. Now I'm going to be playing it again, hopefully. I have to make up some more quests and finish my rules for the vampires and the necromancers, so everybody can, like, you can use real characters with them. Now, butter, random ghostly hair. Yeah, my brother was pissed when I got one when he found out I had it, and I wasn't giving up to him. Yeah, I like this look. I'm still playing with the idea of cutting it all the way back through here and then cutting it down through here and leaving this, and I can still stick the magazines in and then taking all this off the bottom and leaving that up part like that because it would look neat. But Pete was worried about, Mr. Fuzzy Pete was worried about structural integrity. I think he has a pretty good point. Now, how can I shore up these barrels? I might, with the plunger in there, you know what, that might not be an issue. Yeah, I know. Aren't they really Harryhausen? Oh my God, they are so Harryhausen. It is great. Oh, there's a lot of extra parts in here now. Uh-oh. Okay, I think that's the spring to this. And I don't know where the plunger tube is. Uh-oh. There it is. Hope there wasn't any. The theory I'm thinking Yeah, I only got to go to one game already, so that was like it. I completely agree with you. I miss it too. Now, under tension, I did get to go to a cool thing with kids though. I miss the opportunity to get pictures. What's his name? Prickly Nerf Mods and Rodney Deal of the. No, I held it tight. It didn't do that. It's internal tension that's missing. Maybe there's a plate that I didn't get. I don't know. But it did answer my question though. Just tightening up. When he said Rodney set up this thing. Oh yeah, that did it. It's funny, awesome. He set up a thing where one of those what do they call it? Ticket things where you buy a ticket and then you go and do something. Groupon type things. Except it wasn't Groupon. It was he ended up oh god, where was it? He got a bunch of kids together to paint Nerf blasters, and like this weekend they're drawing this weekend. They're doing reassembly. Containment Crew was nice enough to step in and help us with, well, help the lady with some of the springs, get parts and stuff like that. It's in a bucket of stuff for the kids to like get their hands on, but it all says Containment Crew on it, so it's a double fold thing. So like I feel bad because it was the lady went out and bought strong arms. Didn't really consult with us what to pick up. She just kind of looked at the strong arm and was like, that's really neat. But we have there was 20 kids painting blasters, which means it's 20 strong arms to reassemble. And if anybody here has ever assembled a strong arm, you know that those things kind of suck. That catch mechanism is in there. It's kind of bad. But next year, or next time we do this, we're trying to do the double shot zombie strike one with the hammer and then get 3D printed kits that way, because it was one price for this and then another price for the other thing, for the ones with the spring kits. Almost everybody upgraded the spring kits, and there was more spring kits than kids needed, so I'm not sure how that's going to be. Yeah, that Pat, I hate that catch. Rodney actually shot one across the room, and I knew it was going to happen. Which is why I'm thinking of making a magnetic tent for when I assemble things like that. So in case one goes shooting, I can actually find it. Now, what do I want to work on tonight? I have to haul this all out, but that's a lot of Dremel and dumb. Yeah, the double strike sounded like it's just a few moving parts. There's all kinds of neat 3D printed things for it. You can get a bunch, and there's spring kits and basic little spacers that everybody can have for printing out, because the spacers are like a dime a dozen, which is pretty good. I think maybe we should make on giving this thing actual working internals tonight. That might not be a bad idea. I could try to see if I can get the main gun wired in. My buddy, what's his name? Joshua Frantz from the local Nerf club. He gotta kill me because I can't remember what it is. He built one with the new kit, and it's really, really cool. It's got the revolver kit on it, and it doesn't stick up as far as the other ones do. It's nice and low, so it actually looks like a revolver kit. I think I'm going to have to remove part of this. Is that... I'm sorry. Yeah, Wi-Fi computer problems. Yeah, I haven't had any of them recently. Okay, so I think I'm going to use 9/16 for the main barrel. And then there's a 17/32 would be really good, but I want to make sure I can shoot full length darts, and I'm not sure. What's this? This is also 9/16, isn't it? It probably would be better. Of course, that's already been crushed. Ugh. I'd have to cut that loose. I'm going to leave this shit out just in case, though. That's both been crushed. Got to flare it again. 19/32. Here we go. Does anybody know? I think, well, worker darts shoot better in. I don't think I even have any left. Worker darts should shoot better in 9/16, correct? Better than 17/32, because if I use the 9/16 as the barrel, which is gummy, it's a little loose, but it holds tight. And that way, if I get something like an AccuFake, it should ride the head out. Still going to be a little loose. What do you guys think? 17/32 undersleeve barrel to an actual barrel, or 9/16 for actual barrel? I'll go with your guys' recommendation. Wish I had a worker dart still. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Hey, gambler. Current discussion. Don't have a Scooby. I invented a sandwich I called the Scooby. Oh yeah. That's right, they reunited. In case you're wondering, gambler, the discussion currently is I want to probably use worker darts in this thing, so it's going to be most likely those in short darts. So I'm debating long darts would be good, but I'm probably going to continue to use shorts. So like 9/16 works really well with worker darts. But for regular darts and AccuFakes and stuff like that, it just kind of falls out. But there's a knockoff, cheap one, and that works well. So I'm thinking I'm going to do 9/16 because it'll give it a little loose. I could always shunt 17/32 back if I need to. What was in the sandwich? Probably it was a lot of stuff that nobody wants to eat, actually. Scooby or a Shaggy. We used to, I don't know what it was. We never found the perfect bread. I like marbled rye and other stuff, but would basically just like your choice of bread until we found out what we needed. And then it was Swiss cheese, pickled peppers, like the ring peppers, the mild ones, mayonnaise, mustard, black pepper, kimchi, and anchovies. And Ken sliced up a boiled egg on it, on his, and I did one with the boiled egg, but it was too gassy. It was good, but it was really gassy. I get to you. Some of you are probably throwing up right now at the thought of actually eating that sandwich. To be fair, my mental state at the time was somewhat altered. I had been watching Heavy Metal, and also Rob Zombie's cartoon Haunted World of Super Beasto in high definition. It was interesting movies. Most of our food is based on a dare. Most of our food is based on a dare. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, since I'm planning on buying the workers, we're going to go with those. And we're going to try to see, because I want to do this. I don't want to use a full-length piece. I'm just going to kind of shunt it. So I want to see how badly... Oh, wiggle, wiggle. There we go. But P-Teg works for a flared end. Oh, my buddy so wants me to eat haggis. No, I don't want to eat haggis. He made me eat tongue, though. Like cow tongue, not his tongue. That's too much. That's not, his tongue's not too much. I'll shut it now. Yeah, everybody kind of might be wondering why I keep grabbing these AccuDarts as my testers, but these I have a ton. These seem to fit like worker darts. And when you cut them down, they're actually not crap anymore, but you still have to glue the heads. Let's see, this one I didn't get. Oh, yeah, I did. You still have to glue the heads back on. Yeah, see, that one was just super glued back on. That's a crappy one. I haven't had it yet. I had shepherd's pie twice, and it was awful. Of course, then again, it was cooked really poorly. It wasn't done up well, from what I understand. My buddy says he makes a really good one, but I don't have a working oven. Long story, fight with the gas company. Peanut butter and mayo sounds like a white sandwich. Such a white sandwich. Oh, banana and peanut butter sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, banana and peanut butter. Deep fry that sucker. Get yourself an Elvis. That's what the king liked to eat. It's good enough for Elvis. It's good enough to get anybody else a heart attack on the toilet. Yeah. I have a pretty good fiery. I have two sets of toilet paper in my house. I have the regular toilet paper, and then I have the fire toilet paper, and then I also have baby wipes, because if you have two sets of toilet paper, you need to have a baby wipes at some point. Black Forest ham, yeah. Okay, now that's just gonna go over here so I can lose it in the master pile. What the heck did I have that was surprisingly delicious? The tongue was okay. Taco Bell. They wait to Taco Bell toilet paper. Why don't they have that in the bathroom? Oh, that's because when you go to Taco Bell, you don't actually have to worry about using the bathrooms for like their intended purposes, because it doesn't hit you till you go home. That's a piece of pipe. That's a clever observation, Clowny. It's a piece of pipe. Good job. What do you do for your next trick? Okay. my favorites, some of my favorite awful. Like Walmart actually sells some really good pickles in there. I don't know. It's kind of hard to think because sometimes they do locally stuff. They're just like bourbon glazed pickles. They're freaking amazing. They're expensive as hell, but they're really good. Like they have kimchi at the one I have, but it's awful kimchi. And I'm not. I like kimchi. Damn it, I like kimchi, and I don't like it to be awful because it's awful, and it's awful kimchi, and they screw it up, and so I have to go like once a month to the Asian store to pick up decent kimchi, and they always look at me like I'm the white guy in the Asian store. Maybe it's because I'm like the only white guy in the Asian store that doesn't have, like a full-on beard talking on his phone while wearing a sweater vest or something along those lines. I'm like the only guy. I'm literally like the only dude in there that's not a hipster at any given point, other than like the people that own the place. Probably should have thought this one through, but then again, thinking is not my straight style here. Oh, use a file. You gravity. Yeah, the only dude that a man. Exactly. Like I'm in there to actually buy food and things because I want to eat it, not because I'm in there to be some hipster. That's why I hate going in there so much. The dudes are really cool though. But I feel bad like walking out with sriracha because like everybody buys sriracha now. Damn hipsters ruined sriracha. I couldn't live in Hipsterville. I ended up killing people. I can't stand hipsters. I saw some dude in the Walmart like 3 months ago, low riding baggy pants, wearing a pair of really beat up Converse shoes that looked like they were beat up on purpose, with a giant vape sticking out of his pocket and a flip, and one of those hipster square beards and a big pair of glasses, like playing on his iPhone, wearing a puffy vest, and all I could think of is, dear Lord, this is what society has come to. This guy. Well, yeah, like, I don't need to take pictures of my food. Like, my buddy Adam sends me pictures of his poo all the time. I don't want to take pictures of my food. I don't want to take pictures of my poo, and I don't. But like I said, Adam sends me his poo pictures. I got tired of him. I had to block him for a while because every time I put up my phone, it was poo. For a while there, it was other stuff, but I don't care about young people smoking. I would just want them to like smoke properly. Like it's like, how do you wear a beard ironically? For Christ's sake, they're like, oh, I wear a beard. I wear my beard ironically. It's like, how do you wear your beard ironically? If you're going to grow a beard, be a man and grow a beard. Don't be a man and or whatever the heck you're trying to be, because you're not. You're just being a douche. It's like the district manager of Walmart. His guy's that is like 35. He's looks like a hipster, has one of those ironic beards, thick glasses, and a flip for a haircut. That's when it just goes over one side on top. Shaving all the way around, it just goes over one side, and it's long. The dude's 35, district manager, okay? He needs to get an adult haircut. And I said this when he walked away, and I'm like, this guy, you think he would have an adult haircut? Well, apparently it made it all the way around. His nickname became the haircut. Yeah, I have a beard because I hate shaving, and I have like 20 chins. So that's why I have a beard. Shaving sucks. If I was a woman, I'd have giant hairy armpits because I wouldn't shave. It just wouldn't happen. I've been a grumpy old man for years. All of us, fingers, yeah. Watch my fingers. Right. Because careful and patience are two things nerfers do real well. So without wearing a pair of safety goggles at the moment. Actually, I should probably be wearing a respirator because last couple of days I actually had to call off the other day because I got sick. They weren't happy about that. The worst Dremel one I ever did was when I dropped this very bit. Speed bit. There we go. You see how pointy it is. I dropped that speed cutting bit right into my leg when the thing was going full bore. That thing chewed right in there like it was nothing. That hurt like hell. That buried itself. And I just put some duct tape over it to stop it from bleeding through my pants, and that was it. There was nothing I could do. That got a little infected though, because it was technically a puncture wound. I wasn't happy with that one. There we go. And I knocked the edges down. Yeah, he says that, and he's like half my age, so it's actually pretty funny. But yeah, he's definitely. You've never hammered myself with a jump knife. Oh yeah, X-Acto knives are all kinds of fun. I got to the hospital last time because of one of them damn things. Yeah, 220 will work to knock it down. I don't like the red sandpaper. It leaves red marks all over everything. It doesn't seem to stick along as well as the gray stuff. I gotta knock the edges down, and I'm out of the gray stuff, and all this was free. No. Gambler's a pretty smart young kid. We talked to him quite a bit. He's a pretty sharp kid for his age. What to get for one of those weirdo homeschool kids, all right, buddy? Nah, I'm just kidding you. Maybe. Nah, I'm joking. We talked quite a bit. I'm very, very glad to talk to him on lots of occasions. Yeah, whatever. I guess Monday night is not a good time to start. Tuesday night. Tuesday night isn't a good time to stream. I don't know. I'm not good about calling people with stuff. I inherited the same problems they want to inherit from me. I'm not smart enough to fix anything, Nerfenstein. I can't fix nothing. I'm just as dumb as the last generation. This is why I hate the red damn. Oh, wait, that's gonna be buried anyways. So yeah. See, I don't like that crap. But I cut it short enough that I lost my hammer. Bloody Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz! Damn you, Lenny Kravitz. Never find my sledgehammer or my claw hammer, but I can always find my ball-peen hammer. Look at that. Completely not flush. That'll work. Only has to be in there. Wow, there is no tread left on that tire. Yeah, I'm planning on it. I have no idea what paint job it's going to be. I'm going to try not to lazy out and do tactical again, because tactical is just like the answer to lazying out. Come on, get in there. Come on, collar. Oh, what, now it won't go in because it's expanded? Is that what the problem is? Slight expansion stops it from going in there. But there we go. Okay. Now it's set. I'm hoping to actually do a really neat paint job. Something good. Maybe spend a little money and buy some new paints. like that's gonna happen. I still have to currently figure out what to do with this giant hole. I was thinking an LED, but I had a thought last night while I woke up to pee for like the 40th time, because I'm old, that there's enough space in there to maybe get another blaster. It could possibly fit an XBZ. Maybe. I don't think I know the looking at it though. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it's going to work. What? Lunch. Ooh, I should make popcorn. I'll probably be on. I'm just kind of putzing around here. Is Clowny Stream like the sidebar chat type of affair? I don't understand that. I'm old. You kids and your fancy words and your other fancy words. Oh, I should probably wonder how far that plunger head goes in there. Because, that's actually a neat idea. Wait a minute, isn't that plunger head looped? Ah, no. Yep. Okay. So, it's got a hole in it. A hole in the bucket there, Liza. There's a hole in the bucket. Dear Liza. Patch it, dear Henry. With what? I told you to fix it. I'm your wife. Fix the goddamn bucket. You're confused. I'm confused. I'm always confused. Oh, random topics of philosophy. That should always be fun. Well, I can actually see where the plunger line is. It's right here. Technically, I could eliminate all dead space. I think. Arguing over beer and cigar brands, huh? Beer and cigar brands. Well, I like Macanudos. A squeaky toy. I have a for my birthday. My brother gave me a whoopee cushion. That was really cool of him, because I'm not a child. I may or not have almost worn it out completely by the time I got home with it. Well, that actually leaves quite a bit of brass open for the barrel, doesn't it? Huh. Squeaky clown noise. That barrel was adding weight immediately. So now we have to determine how much barrel do I need so it slides over long enough with the P-tag. That's going to go in this way because I crimped that, which will help prevent vacuum molding, which I'll probably smash it down a little more. Squeaky clown nose. I haven't decided how I'm going to paint it yet, and I haven't decided on a name on it yet. I should get Prickly in here to name these things because he likes really long, extensive names that are fancy sounding. Oh, I know how long the barrel has to be. It has to be as long as the slot. Giggity. Because well, I remember what I was going to do. I can't wait to see the new Kung Fu Panda. Okay, see, I remember what I was going to do. I was going to make use of this slot. Giggity. Make use of that. And that was going to be how you slide it. So I had to put the bolt through on either side. So I threw somewhere. I don't know what I threw with that stupid long strike bolt. But I'm pretty sure I can find it. I need to make other handles, though, other than the long strike handles, because they look stupid. To check Tobacco or something to see what I can find. So I can use this for mock-up at least. That'll let me know what I need to do for that. Yeah, he really does. They're all Latin and like long. Apparently he said he has like a book of names. So for travel distance, oh, this is where math gets funny. 1730 seconds. 1930 seconds over 9/16. Is it the other way around? Right? 9/16. 9. Okay, like that. This can go away. This is 9/16 brass. So okay. So put that away. The redundant popper of curtain dimension. That reminds me that the RSCB doesn't stand for any. It stands for something, but it's a bunch of random words. Like everyone keeps trying to figure out, like, what's it mean? It doesn't mean anything. It means randomness. Just a bunch of random ass words. I guess I could use a foot of this because the barrel doesn't need to. Oh, I didn't think of that. I'm going to have that barrel ride on something. That's going to have to sit on something. I've got to take part of this off here for sure. It's definitely not straight. Oh, that's right straight there. So, well, small piece of P-tag on the end should make a good pop collar. Or even this just on the end, heading out the back. I can make a collar that way. And so the trick now, named the Bullpup of Mind Shivering. I have to make, wow. Oh boy, Clowny. What did you think of? It actually holds it pretty steady for me. I can. That is a very important skill to have to be a prophet. You do kind of need to be able to babble. Well, I don't. I keep thinking I have to go all the way back with this, and I don't. I only have to go far enough back that it's going to slide, which actually means I'm probably going to have to... Oh, wow. Ugh. Holy monkey tits. That window is the same as the window on the other side. So, only needs to go back that far. And be about here. So when it slides, it's going to slide up to about there. And that should give me more than enough clearance to drop. It's still kind of far back there. It's dead space versus not breaking my fingers trying to load it. That's the problem. Because if the further I get the hole back, the better it'll feed to dead space. So optimal would be to have it here. Like that would be this breech all the way back here. But then if I have it here, when I slide that forward, the breech opens to here at the corner, which only gives me, I have to reach in here and try to load it, which is a problem. So if I put the breech here in the center and set it there for travel, open it up, I can get much more space to get my fingers in. But then I have a fair amount of dead space that I must contend with. I could find a way to reduce the dead space. I also have a rubber piece I'm thinking of putting over here to act as a bumper. I think I'm okay with having the dead space in there because of the size of the plunger head, of the plunger tube. Yeah, comfort over everything, exactly. Aesthetics wins every freaking time. Every freaking time. So, we're going to make a mark for the cut for the breech. And why do I keep losing the good marker? Where's my good marker? I keep putting it down and it keeps disappearing. God, no, I hate Jerry Seinfeld. That's going to go there. It's going to slide out there. I can maybe, ow, you brass. Look, you brass. I only need it to open from there so I can get it in there. So that's all I need there. Nope, a little more. Like that. Yeah, of course I'm moving. Good night, Mr. White. Good night. Good night. Good night. That's where the brass ends. So this is where my cut will be. That's going to slide up to here. That's where the brass ends. So this will where my cut will be. And I'll need to cut this brass about here to the edge. And that should leave me enough space. Oh, that slides backwards. Okay. All right. So the first one I want to cut is my sleeve. That's the first thing I'm going to cut is the sleeve. And I got to find the button that when I press it plays the toll. Everyone, the toll. Plays the toll? I don't know the song, The Toll. Maybe I do. My buddy Shade has one that plays, it's got a speaker on it that plays Motorhead all the time. It's linked up to his phone. I think that's pretty badass. Oh, that's really good and tight right there, just like that. Let's see, here's the neat trick, though, too. Troll. Oh, the Troll song? Like the Troll Pole song? Is that the Pole Troll? Oh, the Troll, the Pole. I'm going to have to take out those pieces in there. Oop. Stop making noises. The Pole, the Troll. That's why that was in there. Okay, it doesn't matter though. Oh, I don't watch Always Sunny. A lot of people tell me I should, but I don't. I've seen some episodes. Okay, we're going to cut a little piece of this just to see how this is going to work. Yeah, now I got to find the pipe cutter again. You guys were no help. I'm probably going to just use a ring and then another piece. Might take a collar. Yodeling, what? Yodeling song from what? Like from the game on Price is Right? Is that what you're gonna play? It's like a dude's just gonna walk off the cliff. You know he's gonna walk off the cliff because your dumbass doesn't know how much a piano costs. You're gonna walk off the cliff. He's gonna knock over the piano. It's gonna fall on your new car. Just once, I wanted to see Bob Barker look at somebody and go, "You're a fucking moron." Just once. And people act surprised when it's hole in one or two. It's like it's been hole in one or two since Bob Barker was like, you know, Proto Barker. Like, you know, it's always been one or two. They're like, oh, it's hole in one or two. Oh, I'm surprised. Oh, don't you watch the show? I mean, God's sake. Watch the show, people. Now, in theory, this should glue fast to here. And that will give me something to put a screw into instead of the pipe itself. But I kind of want more meat than that to it. So I'm thinking I may end up cutting another piece Yes, I have a collar in here. I'm really surprised how often things like that come in handy. I got a coupler or something. I got a bunch of couplers, but they're all caps. I'm going to burn a cap. Some elbows. I think that's 1/4 inch PVC. Yeah, that's a coupler. Don't I have coupler rings? I got coupler rings. Feel drunk. Oh God! Yesterday I couldn't even breathe, man. I got another coupler here. The problem with putting another coupler on though is going to be it's going to increase that size in here. And that's not going to be good. There's not a lot of clearance. I guess I could stack one side and then put the screw through it, because if I solvent weld it, it'll hold. So why don't we see what that looks like right now? These pockets keep turning out. These are poor pants. All these pockets do are turn out on me. Feel so tired, I feel so drunk, yeah. Oh no. Midnight ride, body tripping how they wanna survive. Radio talk shows whoa, hello, trying to connect. And then be on a gallery respect, yeah. Come on, you need it. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. We're gonna make it all right. Class eggs. You know what I haven't had in a long time? I haven't had Scotch eggs. I should get together with my buddy next week. We should make some Scotch eggs. I love me some Scotch eggs. Scotch eggs, because you hate yourself. Okay, now, in theory, these are matching. Well, the diameters are off. In theory, they are matching diameters. So I should be able to cut. Black pepper set you off? Oh God! Where are you, man? Huh? Come on! No, I got a whole freezer full of hot peppers and stuff I haven't touched in 2 years. There's a dude came in from work and just gave me a shitload of them. He actually grows them for the make hot sauce for one of the local bars, some of the local bars. That dude never. Oh, I wasn't there on Monday for the dude to come in to give me the hot sauce. Crap in a hat. That was good hot sauce. Oh, my grommets wearing out. Black pepper makes eggs, though. That's the best part. Well, salt, really, but saltless eggs are disgusting. Ugh. Not as bad as saltless French fries, though. Those are horrible things. Oh. It's not going to be half. That way I have enough to work with once I've screwed it up. Should be able to cut that in half. I usually end up getting really sick as far as spicy butt goes, eating the Snyder's pretzels. They don't make my stomach feel very well. I don't like the aesthetic on that. I sure as hell don't like how much it doesn't grab anything. Mm-hmm. It's gonna get a pull through it either way. Wish I had a piece of something that would just go over it. It wasn't one of my last two couplers, and I don't want to cut a piece of coupler just for that. I guess I could run the heat gun on it and expand it. Put it around that way. Mm-hmm. Well, after a while, well, you could be developing ulcers there, or other problems with colon issues. That's actually a thing. As awful as that sounds, you end up getting what's the word? Diverticulitis. That's the word. Some things like peppers and that have fibers in them that don't pass. They get caught in your colon. Yeah, that's a big word. It means you got things in your colon that aren't turds, and they make you sick. It's basically like certain plants have fibers in them. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Sumac. By love of God, don't do this. You can make sumac tea. You have to use the right kind of sumac, because if you use poison sumac, you're probably going to get sick and die. But you can make regular sumac tea. It's actually pretty good. It's not too bad. But you got to strain the crap out of it, literally, because sumac tea has a lot of really fine fibers in them, and they get caught up in your digestive system near the end, actually in the colon. And you wind up with diverticulitis, which is like a constant diarrhea. It can be awful. It can be painful. It's not something you want to get. And I know that because my dad made a bunch of sumac tea. I had too much stool in my blood. Oh, doctor, is it a problem when I have too much stool in my blood? I'm tired of this stupid red sandpaper. It's ruining my aesthetic. Where's my regular sandpaper? All this red sandpaper. Screw you, free sandpaper. You suck. There's my patterns. Hey, I found my patterns for my pistols. Cool. What you doing in there? Okay, looks like I'm using the red suck sandpaper. Copper is a heat conductor. Yeah, it is. I'll learn that real quick. I'll probably end up painting these now. My buddy makes a really good black tea using milk, dehydrated, condensed milk. And mind you, I hate tea. Oh God, do I hate tea. I think it is an awful, awful substance. And he makes a really good tea. This is probably not going to fit. Yeah, it's definitely not going to fit. But yeah, it fits right in there too. Oh yeah, nice. That fits just like I want it to. Tea bags. I just thought of that. Not tea bags. I'm thinking of tea bags all day. Grind that down. Shoot that away. I like the way that looks, so that's a nice big knob to get a hold of. Great girthy knob to get a hold of. My favorite thing that's actually getting time of year to drink that too. Fireball whiskey and apple cider. Take a nice mug, fill it up with apple cider. Just a little, like maybe a cinnamon stick in there, just because you can. Then take a measure or a half a measure of a good measure. Measure will do it. A measure of Fireball whiskey. Stir it in, throw it in the microwave, and warm that sucker up. Oh, that's so good. Tastes like hot apple pie. You do the same thing with Angry Orchard, but yeah, you don't warm it up. You just leave it sit. If I put that on there, I'm going to have to shape that. I know I am. I just got to get a post of some sort. I'll have to find some kind of heavy plastic posting or something, because I am not leaving it like that. I think I know what I can use for a heavy post, if I get that far. So, where is my methacrylate gone? Well, where can it be? Put this son of a bitch right here. And I'm packing material. And get stone sucking glue time. All right, Austin. Have yourself a nice nap and good luck at work tomorrow. Your Uncle Clowny is actually off. And don't forget, because like, oh, that stuff is potent. I will be on the Broke Nerfing's channel tomorrow. I'll have to make a post for it, and so will he, because we both gonna forget. Thumbnail, need a thumbnail. I don't think I've ever lost a nail, now that I think about it. Wonder how well this stuff holds on PVC. Good way to find out, huh? Just gonna loop it right the hell on here. Right on there. Look at that. Just glue that up there. Just like that. Put my arm right in it. There we go. Look at that. That looks like hell. Is there any blasters you want that can never seem to get a hold of? That's a really good question. That's actually a really good question. I don't know. I mean, oh, I forgot to grab that one. Well, currently it's a PAS that I left sitting in Altoona. I forgot to grab the PA. Got to grab that PA pass. I have another pass already, though. I do have another one. It just doesn't catch as well. That was kind of the only thing I'd ever been looking for a long time. A little pump action shotgun. But see, I don't need blasters until I need a blaster. I don't just really just go out and looking for the things. It's one of the things that, like, it also kind of keeps me from getting reviews because I don't like to buy ones I'm never going to use, like all that Accurastrike garbage. I'm just waiting for a reason to hack them into pieces, more or less. Something will let me cut them to pieces sooner or later. I'll never use them. I can't think of any real blasters off the top of my head I really just had to have that I couldn't get my hands on. Well, maybe, I got a brain saw now. Wanted one of those for the longest time. Had a crossbow. Blitzfire. I've always liked the Blitzfire. I haven't owned one of those yet. I like that nice vintage blaster. That's a neat thing. I think it's called the Blitzfire. You guys might not know that one. Gambler might. He's pretty good at some of those. It's a 5-shot, no turret pump-up blaster. Just 5 shots. Boom, 1 shot. That's it. All 5 go flying forward. It's big and silver. And it's an instant death. No, at least the old instant death blaster. It had you dead to rights. We used to play 5-shot kill, and that blaster was perfect for that. As long as you could get close enough to use it. Because it was an air blaster. With a scatter, she's considered dead. It's like standing in front of a mag strike. You're just going to be pwned no matter what you do. Normally I'd stand this up on one of my clamps, but currently both of my clamps are now servicing my camera. Mount up there, which for some reason I looked up at. Probably waiting for it to fall off again, because it likes to do that. Okay, that's glue. That's glue stick. Oh, my knees. All right. This is the sleeve. So, numbers have been low tonight. I even asked people to watch. That's amazing. I actually tried. See, let that be a lesson to you. Never try. I don't like that one for doing this. How about you, Mr. Campbell? Any blasters you? I pose to you guys the same question. What is a blaster you've been drooling over you haven't ever been able to get your hands on? Who knows, maybe I have one. Rapid Strike 4B. 4B. Let me get a 4B. I got some other ones here. I don't know what the hell they are. I wish I could look them. I have to dig to pull the damn things out. They're vintage like 4Bs. Beaker gave me a 4B quite some time ago. That's why I can't part with it. It's a gift. You can't get a Rapid Strike? I'm not sure if I have another one of those laying around. I might. I may have gutted my only Rapid Strike, though. Power Strike. Oh, Power Strike 48. Ah. Yeah, Power Strike. Those are something. Those are dismissed blasters when people first saw them. I had an Alpha Trooper one time. I can't remember if it was yellow or orange. I do remember I did not like it. You do agree the Alpha Trooper is a nice blaster. Probably one of the king of the springers of its day. Now we have things like the big one, like Zuru. It's much better. Yes, Alpha Trooper was a good blaster. Ravens, I hate Ravens. I just hate Ravens. I just hate them. I never liked them. I like bullpups too. I just don't know why I never liked the Raven. Never. Just didn't seem interesting to me at all. I had one at one time. I think I gave it away. Somebody wanted it. Traded it to somebody for something stupid because they could use it. Okay. Your Uncle Clowny's had enough of that crap. Where's my cutter? Modulus ECS-10. Oh. Yeah, the Modulus blasters. They sure bonged that line up, didn't they? Oh, that did not sound good. That's why. Yeah, the grips were awful. Paper clips. They were like paper clips. Starting to get hot. Starting to get really hot. Kind of burning. Ow. Yep. Really uncomfortable. Andy. Hey, Andy. Ow. Long time no talk. How you doing? I think that's the first time I've ever seen him make a comment on anything. Andy used to date my sister. I saw my sister's boyfriend. It's really hot. Where are you off today and tomorrow? I don't know if you saw or not, buddy, but I got fired from Walmart. I lost my shit. They didn't like me losing my temper. Now I work other places. You should stop by and see me. You would like it. Where's the stone? Oh, I lost me grindy stone. There we go. Yeah, I'm working at Harbor Freight now. I'm a glorified cashier. Might be sleeping. What time is it? Nope. No, sorry. Walmart was making 16 something an hour. Harbor Freight, I make 14. You know, a lot of metal shards going into my mouth. Yeah, kinda. I've been eyeballing quite a bit of stuff there. I don't know how long I'm going to last at the job. It's obviously, the job I got's for a younger man that can do computer skills and count money and stuff. It's not the best kind of job for me. I'll make it do. I had a bandsaw. This would be a lot quicker. Stop by and take advantage of my employee discount. I think it's only 20% though. What am I making? See, you guys don't know this, but Andy is not a Nerf guy. Kids kind of are, more or less, maybe. I don't know anymore. I haven't seen him in like a year or more. Easy. I kind of separated myself from the world when my life went to crap a while ago. And I didn't want to drag friends and family down with it, and I lost connection with a bunch of people. Andy's family and them were one of them. And ever since I started getting my shit back together. It'll cost you another trip to Williams-Sonoma. It'll cost you. Yeah, you buy stuff the wifey wants stuff too. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, I know you are. Well, I was saying though, I was trying to get my shit back together, and then I realized I wasn't going to be able to do that with the way my life was going, so it didn't help me. And then I got fired as I was starting to get my shit back together, and I realized what my problems were, which had alleviated themselves from my house. Hey, Andy, I don't have a Facebook. Oh, I don't blame you. You can do me a favor, because you're good at this too. I'm trying to scrap my trailer. I can't find people that just buy houses that do it. To answer your question, what am I building? I am building a Nerf blaster, of course, because that's what I do. I took one blaster and glued it to another blaster and glued it to a part of a blaster with another blaster and a part of another blaster. So I'm winding up with the main gun up top, two small guns on the bottom that are going to probably actuate off the actual springs. This, and then complicated. There we go. This guy. It's all probably going to get painted. Like that. That's going to hopefully turn out good. If I get it done in time, there's actually a contest I can enter. Most likely will not be winning that because of other people that do much better work than I do, but it's fun. Where's my beer? There we go. Only the finest that New York has to offer. Genesee Cream Ale. Learning the joys of methacrylate epoxy. I have learned. Yeah, you see, I have considered asking Andy all of these questions and things like this, but I lost contact with a lot of friends and people and stuff, and I don't like to, like, go like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a year and a half. You 3D print me a Caliburn? That's not cool. Andy knows I always feel bad about doing shit like that because it's awful people, and people ask him for a lot of stuff. I don't know how much. I guess you cut your Facebook out because you got tired of people again. I think you and Gambler get along pretty good. Gambler's a really smart dude. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah. Baloney pony. This is just part of the breach. That's all this is, bud. Because take the burrs off the brass. I don't slice my fingers wide open. Try to close it on something, like my fingers. Ow, that's a cut. Fucker. Like that. I'm sure they make a tool for doing this. I'm sure I probably sell a tool for doing this. No, I don't have the tool for doing this. I use a really worn out sanding sponge. This thing works good for polishing it down, though. There we go. Okay, now see, that's that. And then this goes over this. And that's the thumb piece. And then this goes in here. This is the actual barrel that goes in here somehow. Where's the spring? So it won't let me sink it in too far. Giggity. Put that in there like that. Okay, you can see I'm hitting the plunger tube, so I've gone a little too far. I actually need to measure that in there to see how far. I understand part of that. I've been working on doing radio, also putting up a 150-foot tower with Bob. Oh, with Bob. Okay, it makes sense. Bob's a person. We blanketed the bottom of PA with GMRs. Sounds like you're trying to take out Nicholas Tesla. I still need to flare that, damn it. Yes. Oh, God, brass sucks. Ah, you suck, brass. Oh. I have a flaring tool I just bought, and I don't know where I put it. So I'm going to flare it this way. That works better. There, see? 9/16. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Nine sixteenths brass over 19/30 makes a relatively decent airtight seal. Once you've polished it down, it runs better. There is definitely a small amount of deformation right here. Yeah, we actually have flare tools and things I bought a flaring tool. I don't like it because I just needed the end of the flaring tool. That's all I needed. See, it slides over very well here, which means the deformation is either in that end of the pipe or must be on this end. That's good because that end's going to go. Yes. Okay, now, what do I need to do? Okay, here's that. Oh, I don't think it hurt. This goes here. This slides over. I work today. I don't work tomorrow. I'm off for most of the... That's a brass cut right there. Jesus. I'm off for most of the day. I have to be back at my house for evening purposes around 7 or so for a broadcast because I'm going to be on a guy's channel. May or may not still be watching. I'm not sure. I'm going to be on his channel, though. Another bit. I'm going to be on his channel. He's been interviewing people, so it's a chance to get interviewed, which is cool. And it's also a chance to get more viewers, which is even better. Because YouTube changed their shit. A lot of people that qualified for shit don't qualify no more. Get that right, gambler. Here's a little channel. Here's a good little channel. Gaining popularity quickly. Kinda makes me jealous. Yep. Corporate overlords. They screwed us all. Thank you, YouTube, for taking away the chances of the little guy making money. Because one asshat likes to show videos of people getting their throats slit. So let's punish everybody else. Yeah, Gambler had a pretty good channel going too. I don't exactly remember how I found Gambler's channel or Gambler found my channel or what it was. I'm not good with that stuff. It requires memory and brain cells, and neither of which are really good on my end. Spend a lot of time killing both. There we go. Now you see that goes over there. Now Andy, the bench, it's got a first little mark in it from a damn razor blade, but other than that, it's really good. This thing is sturdy as hell. Andy built my bench. I actually got most of the back room completely cleaned out and kind of want to move it, but I kind of have to take it apart, and I really don't want to try to move this fucking thing. Was that all it was? I thought it was more than that. Cool. Story was simple and easy. Excellent. Like the girl that does the fry later. Now, what I'm doing, Andy, is building a brass breech. Basically, it's good for single slides. Yeah, it is. I've had to describe to people that it took 2 of us to bring the top in, and we had to stop. This section here, with the indeterminable squiggle from here to here, is cut out to make a gap. And then that gap gets covered up by this. And that's what makes your breech. And you just drop the darts in. But you need a way to be able to slide it, and that's where this ring comes into play. I may have just built something that it's not going to work the way I want to. Like an idiot. Huh. Boy, Clowny, you didn't think that through, did you? Okay, so normally when you do the breeches, you have a little thing that makes your thumb that's attached to it so you can slide the brass back and forth. This blaster, however, has, because it's used to use springs, a string to shoot, this blaster has a slot. So the whole idea was to build something like this that would sit in the slots and go back and forth. But when I barrel it, the brass is low and the slots are there, which means you can see math doesn't work out because the barrel sits across that line and then the slot piece ring comes in and goes here. So I need something thicker because it's not going to line up right there like that where it needs to go. Yeah, I thought about doing something like that, like actually attaching. Take these out of here because you're going to get lost. The problem is now it's not high enough to reach the slot to go all the way through because it has to pass down. I put the thumb knob on it thinking, oh, I'm going to make a thumb knob, and I forgot that there's a slot, so it has to go high enough to go all the way down through that, which means we spent a lot of time gluing something on that's probably not going to work to my advantage and shaping it there, which isn't going to work because there's not enough for it to grab unless I build a T-brace or a longer piece and sink 2 screws in it. Yeah, all the grease the living crap out of it after you polish it. Mr. Singleton kind of gave me half an idea. If I increase, use this for example, if I increase the size on this piece of plastic, I can put 2 screws into it and run a bolt slide across it that looks like the one from, that actually would work. It looks like the one from the Thunderhawk and stuff. Because I'm going to have to slide it on both sides unless, see, it's a lot more trick to do it this way with the slot in there because it will look neater. So I have this big window cut to actually just drop parts in. And the new Thunderhawks and things like that, the AccuStrike line has this entire thumb tab thing. I'm not the biggest fan of it because it kind of looks weird, but that's the ones Hasbro designed. Those are awful. I don't like the I don't like the AccuStrike line, not much. See, with this, like that though, there's the thumb thing. So I'd be able to shove that forward and back the way that was. And that opens up. But everybody does that. That's just stupid. It only needs enough travel to open up to get a short dart in, which is about that long. So, well, that's a testy thing. Because if I increase the length of the piece that attaches to it, I'm going to decrease the length that the slide opens up to. Currently, at its current state, it opens to here, which gives me no more marks left on my thing. And I can fix that. So that's how much that opens. Needs to go drinker holder. Drink holder. Put a bottle opener on it like that fancy one they make. It's going to be over this. Worst case scenario, it doubles back. It's already lined up on the front, so it's here and then here, which is going to cut the closing mechanism back. So I got to figure out, this closes. Okay, and that closes. It closes to here, so I need another 1/4 inch to slide. Okay, closes to here. I actually forget that I have a chat window open like half the time I'm doing this. My brain just completely phases it out. I look up and I'm like, oh, that's right, I'm streaming. To here for that. And it's going to double. So it's going to pull that forward by that much, which will have that much cut. Oh, that's actually okay. Long as I don't make this more than, I can go a little over a half to give it plenty of space. And I have good heavy polycarb to use for that, so I can actually use this as a baseline. I'm on the bus soon. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:30. Oh God, it's 1 o'clock. Okay, guy. Nice talking to you a bit, Andy. I will have to get over to your house and stop being a stranger again. If not, just to get some cooking from your wife. Because, is she really quick though? Are you guys doing pies this year? Because that will give me an excuse to go over to your house. Food. Fat man like food. Andy's wife makes really good pies. They're amazing. No pies yet. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I keep thinking of super chat. I gotta work on that. I got rules from setting myself for that one. Good night, Andy. Say hello to the family for me. Let them know I'm not dead. They can't have any of my stuff yet. Yes, I need to set a super chat up. But I need to get a regular streaming during the week where I work on stuff. That's my rule for super chat. So I have to fix a day up where I'm just going to make an announcement and then super chat for the day, super chat, and then chat, and then I can have stuff up and running, and I'll probably stream most of the day. They have a place up the road that, well, kind of up the road where I grew up, that does farm fresh eggs. I'm for and against them. They're kind of really good to have farm fresh eggs, but they're also a huge pain in the ass because they're farm fresh, they're unpasteurized. Unpasteurized eggs don't split and boil from the shells as easily as regular pasteurized eggs because of the way that they're made, the way they're treated from the pasteurization. So they tend to, like, if you like boil them, they're a lot harder to try to get separated from the shell. And there's other issues with them too when you go to cook them. Like straight up pasteurized eggs, unpasteurized eggs are really good for making things like meringues and stuff like that because they haven't been messed with too much and they tend to whip better. Mountain Brown taught me that one. But they also run into issues where you could have sickness in your eggs. That's where like meringues and egg yolk creams and stuff like that could cause you problems down the line because you could possibly get sick from unpasteurized eggs. Although it's like 1 in every 40 eggs actually carries the thing for it, and then it's like it has to be enough to propagate. And no, never had eggs store that long. Well, not ones that weren't pickled. My mother, sort of mother-in-law, I'm not sure what she is. It's my brother's mother-in-law. She makes various pickled eggs, and they're all disturbingly delicious. Every one of them. All of them. So good. Now, to test my theory. Now, people had eggs for a long time before the refrigeration was invented. As long as they don't get above a certain temperature, that's how food safe works. That's how food safe works. Keep people from getting sick. There's tape. We need this piece of tape. Okay, now in theory, if I did this correctly, this is kind of a big if, should have my answer. We're trees. I don't know. We're trees. What's the Gay Leprechaun episode? Aqua Team Hunger Force. Number Wood in the Hood, yo. Okay. All right. That's just kind of stuck on there. Now, in theory, if I did this properly, that's on the end. It'll attach on the end, right? On the end. I used to have lizards. I miss my lizards. I don't miss the fucking crickets, though. Okay. And then that's going to slide open. So that's the open position. How much finger room do I have? That's what she said. Oh, wow. That lines up perfect in there for this slide right there. Provided that's where the barrel is going to actually sit. I'm going to have to build some kind of support structure inside there, but I already have an idea on how to do that because I did that with the Harkonnen. You guys can see maybe. You see that right there? That is near perfect. A little trimming and that will probably go right where I want it. So that's going to work out good. And that's where the barrel opens at the same mark too. Now it's going to close on the back end of this, which isn't there. A little further back. I had golden geckos. My sister's friend, when she lived in IUP, she went to IUP, and they didn't want him anymore. So she brought him back, but she left the window down in her car because I don't know why she did. She left it down in the car, so when she got home, all the lizards, I thought they were dead. It was freezing cold. The damn things were frozen. They were frozen solid. I thought she killed them. Turns out they were okay. I just put them in my hands and put a hair dryer in my hands. Warm my hands up with a towel on the hair dryer, and then let that flow through and put the lizards on top of that, and just sit there and held them. And they kind of, after a little bit, they stopped being white and turned color again. And then one of them licked their eyes, and I put him in the cage under the heat lamp. And then the other one, just to make sure. She didn't ask me what their names were, so they got to change. Yeah, that's going to work out just fine, just like that. Because here's the end. This is the end. This is the end. My only friend in the end. And then slide forward. A little more, maybe? Nope, a little less. And that will, oh, that's awful. And that will give me my barrel. Now I have all this 1730 seconds to leave there. The question is, do I want to leave all that 1730 seconds? Or do I want to cut away the last end of the 1730 seconds and then flare it to PTEG for speed projection, because I get a bit of a loose break then with this. It's slightly looser than the 9/16 that's there. And if this goes over the end, it will give me a bit of a break, and I'll still have this here in order to attach to, which might be a good idea. I can make use of this other ring. Literally just sink it like right in there, like that. Drop this in there. And that will give me what I need to do that, I believe. Well, I think we got this figured out. How about that? So I think I'm going to break this back down, and then pull that off without ripping my fingers up. I think I'm going to set this up to glue with my favorite epoxy. And I'm going to call that a night for now. Maybe put a single wrap of bead tape around that just to buffer it. So it doesn't seem to be much looser than anything else. And I should be able to get some decent Nerf screws down through that. I gotta get my ass off this chair because this chair hurts my ass. I don't like this chair. That overlap is causing problems. Where's my razor? Hello, razor. Hello, razor. Yes, I do believe it is farewell for the night. I will be on tomorrow on somebody else's channel, though. Not Drifting Gambler. I will be on Broke Nerfing. I will make a thumbnail or something and put it up. A little shameless self-advertisement. Everybody can go watch me play. Then I might come over and stream some more of this. Because it'll be fun. Maybe I'll go over to Andy and have some fun there. I don't know. Either way, it's been fun, guys. Thank you for watching. It is very much appreciated. And I'm going to find my glue, and then I'm going to mix me up a batch, let it set for a minute, and then have at. I'm probably going to mock a couple of pieces up so I don't have to bore you guys with more of this kind of boringness. Because it's boringness, more or less. But you watch it anyways, because you're sick people. Good night, y'all. And remember, Uncle Clowny's watching. Peace. How about that? The stream doesn't want to end. That's interesting. End stream. Well.